Hi, this is Claire again, and today we are having a look at the Skat cards. This is a German card game. It has just the numbers 7 until 10. So you have, for example, here 7, 10 and the ace, but you do not have like the number 6 or the number 5 or something like that. And you have, of course, the chord cards. So this is a card game that is mostly played as a game. I don't know how to play it, I just know how to read them. But it's really beautiful. This is an old one. I got it from a flea market. It is from the Berlin artist for the Berlin newspaper, Erich Schmidt. It's a little bit older. I don't know, maybe the 80s it could be from the style. So here we have his beer, and then there is a little mermaid coming up, for example. Or here's this king. They are really cute. This king is having in his royalty signs, I don't know how to say this in English. It's Reichsapfel in German. This means apple of the country, so to say. Here he has some sweets, or here he is drinking, but then the little mouse is having a party when he falls asleep. I just want to show you because they are really cute. She's sniffing at the flower, and then it's a little bit too much, and she looks in the mirror and she does not like what she sees. For example, he is singing. It's a cute card, and then he is getting some water on his head. It was not so nice. Yes, and he is playing the harp, which might lead to injuries, so to say. She's having the good life, but maybe it was a little bit too much good life. And here it's really cute. He's having his cigar. Very cool. She's also very tough at the beginning, but then she ends up as a how you say in English, a spirit, you say, or Gespenst, something that is running around, this special kind, who is haunting places. So first everything was fine, but then she ended up as a spirit. And here he's having his hawk, but it's not as easy as it seemed. His nose is bleeding, so to say. So these are really cute cards, and I can only encourage you to look at flea markets when you want to see beautiful cards. Sometimes you have luck and you have them in a really good quality like these. Sometimes you don't have luck. It's always different, but yeah, it can be really nice to see cards also that are out of print for a very long time, and you can have a look at them. So we will have a look at them now. And as always, 3 cards. We start with our boy, so to say, or knave. Karo, this is called, or diamonds in English. And he is playing, and then he has gambled over everything. He just has nothing to wear anymore. So we will of course leave now the funny pictures and come to the symbolism of the card itself. And this is a very nice symbolism because this is like, it's a child card in Skat. So this means everything you are nurturing, everything you see growing up in your life and you nurture it, is meant by this card. This can be, of course, a child, a real child, or children. This can be a pet. This can be projects or things you want to change, or things you like, a hobby that you nurture for a longer time and that is really giving something to you and where you are growing. Yeah, like you are improving your skills, for example. This is about growth. It is always about growth when this card shows up. And it's also a card for luck and for happiness and all of the good things. Yeah, but in most cases they are tangible because the diamonds are related. This is like one tree, many branches, so to say, are also related to the element of earth, like the pentacles in tarot. It's just the same. So it's really one tree, so to say, with its branches in the playing cards and tarot cards and so on. And it's about real life. It's tangible. You can touch it. These are real results. It's not just something in your head or something you are planning. It happens, so to say. It's a card with a light energy. It's positive. It's inspiring. It's lovely, but also tangible, and things that grow in your life and things that have a positive influence on you. Yeah. So when we see this card, we are happy, and when we see this page or boy, or however you want to call it, Junker in German, or Page or Bube, it's also called. Bube is boy. It's an old-fashioned word for boy. Yeah, you see the spades and they are related, of course, to the swords in tarot. So we get a little bit alert modus here. He is about things that are not good, that are not right in some way. It is very much connected to the fox card in Lenormand by its meaning. When you know Lenormand cards, you have an impression when you think about the fox, when you think about this card too. So it's about wrongness in some way. And this wrongness can be just something is wrong, or it can be someone is doing it intentionally. And in everyday life, or it's like you have to mistrust someone for a good reason, so to say. Yeah. But in real life, we don't have big drama every day. So in real life, this most often shows up as things you get into the wrong ear, as we say in German. So someone says something and you get it wrong. It was meant in another way. Or you have an important news for someone, you have an important letter, but it is not there in the right moment, for example. It's about delay, it's about talking about things, but everyone thinks about something different in that moment. Yeah, but you don't know it for sure. So it's a card of misunderstanding very often in everyday life. So it's for this week, when we want to put this into practice, so to say, it's very important to ask if you don't know for sure, to clarify it for a second time. To really check when something important, an important message, for example, has to be delivered to someone, to really check, was it delivered? Yeah. Be careful not to judge too fast. Really ask for a second time. But of course, if you know some persons that are a little bit difficult, then have an eye on them. Yeah, if they are on your life, people who try to outsmart you or things like that, or who are not reliable. Yeah, have a second look at them. It can be difficult, yes, but in most cases it's just about misunderstandings. Yeah, little things, you get it wrong, the other person gets it wrong, someone is like, oh, what did she say? And don't be too emotional in this week. Really ask for a second time, maybe it was meant just in another way. Yeah, don't be too fast in this week. Really double check everything. It's like a please slow down card in some way too. Double check things. Have a second impression, ask people again if you are not sure what they meant, or if it somehow feels strange, something is not just right. Yeah, don't be too fast in this week and everything will be fine. Yeah. So, and of course, it's not a card for a week where you sign big contracts or things like that. It's not so good. If you cannot avoid it, okay, but if you can put it a little bit later, then it will be better. Yeah. But the other cards around are not bad cards. If the other cards around would be bad cards, we would see him in another light. Then he would be much more harsh and his influence would be much more severe, so to say. But so it's just, yeah, the little ugliness of everyday life sometimes. Yeah? And the other card here, it's much bigger. It's an ace. The aces are always very prominent cards in Skat. And this is, we are here again at the coins, at the pentacles, at the diamonds. So this is element earth, and it is about real life. It is about success. It is about money. It is about achieving things. It's a very good card also for news. So I always say to people, just think about this as a letter with a seal. Then you can put this into your mind very nice. This is a little helper reminder, so to say, that this is also about important news, mostly related to your job, to your projects, to what you are trying to do successful. It's not so much about the emotions. Emotions we have the heart cards for, yeah. But this is about real life and tangible results, so to say. So when we put these cards together, it's a nice week, as I have said in the German version of the video. Some people think, oh my god, there's a bad card, the whole cards are spoiled, or are how you say in English, they are they are not good anymore. There is one bad card, so to say, so this is not nice anymore. But it's different when reading the cards. It is not so usual to have all three cards positive, because as we know in real life, it's also not so usual that it happens that way. So when we have one bad card or one difficult card, it's okay. Yeah, it's just one card that is a little bit difficult, but the other cards are positive. So That's just real life. It's okay. They could be all three very negative, yeah, especially when reading the SCAD cards. They can be quite harsh when they want to deliver a message very clear. They can be like slap in your face, these cards, sometimes. So it's a nice week, so to say. We just have to put an eye on this, but it's often in life like that. Yeah, it's just realistic. So when we put it together, this week is about nurturing, growing children in any way. You can have children in many ways, so to say. This is about what you grow and nurture in your life. And of course, if you have real children, it's also about spending time together and being friendly and doing nice things. Yeah. Also, of course, with pets, with everything you care for. It's really about the things you care for, and they are very prominent in this week, so to say. He is, of course, our little trickster, a little bit ambivalent. This is about having a second look at things, don't taking everything just as it is, questioning it, and not being too fast. It's better to be a little bit slow this week, but to have a clear view on everything. Yeah, don't make very big decisions this week. Be a little bit careful. Have an eye on people that are difficult, but in everyday life, it's most often about everyday misunderstandings. Yeah, where you just have to have a second look. And this is about growth. It's also nice with the growth here. It is about money, finance, financial things. It is about success and important messages all around us. So this is a very good week to grow in your job, in your whatever you are doing. Yeah. So these are the cards for this week, and we will see each other next week again.